If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money. Now, I know chances are you either have done a virtual event or you're about to do one, and missing key mistakes could cost you millions. But in this episode, I'm going to show you the checklist for virtual events. My goal is to help coaches and entrepreneurs turn their mind into money, teaching them how to take what they know, package it, market it, sell it, and automate it to make a massive income and massive impact, even if they don't have a lot of followers on social media. Welcome back to another episode of Monetize with Marcus podcast. I'm your host, Fam. If you've been around the internet any amount of time, you've probably heard about challenges and webinars and summits and one-day events and virtual VIP days, and the list goes on. And some of them are webinars just called workshops, right? So whether you've heard the names interchangeable, the name is not as important as the function, like what should be in place to host a live event. Now, I'll first say to you, I think that is a very, very powerful tool in your business to host virtual events. I think it's the best way to test that before you even do it in person. I know many of you will say, man, I love in-person events. I do too. But I'm going to play a home game before I play an away game. I need to be able to generate revenue, test things out. If the admin is bad on the internet, you're going to have a tough time in person. So there's some key factors that are critical to you where you don't have to find a venue. People don't have to travel. Your overhead is not as high that you can now insert revenue into your business without having to spend a whole lot of money. So I think that going into this year and beyond, virtual events should be a part of your strategy. Now, what I refer to virtual events as, hear it in a different way, as a marketing event. If you're inviting a group of people to meet you online for you to teach them something or to help them implement something in their business, let's just say if you are a hairdresser, you do realize, come here, let me teach you how to monetize with your boy. You don't even have to stop your day. You can invite a group of people, have them pay $99, and you say, I'm setting up a camera on both sides, and I'm going to let you watch me do someone's hair while talking to the camera. You get to spend the day with me behind the chair to learn how to do these things at home. Well, just like that, you get 10 people. You made $1,000 while making money doing people's hair. It's a virtual event, fam. You understand? Only thing you need to make sure is in place is an admin, because you're going to have somebody that's going to sign up, and they're going, hey, I never got to log in, knowing they typed in .con instead of .com. It was not even your fault. It was not even your fault. They were rushing and typed in the wrong thing. So we're going to talk about ways to insert and generate more revenue in your business, even doing what you're doing now. So a marketing event is where you are marketing a product or a service, but you're creating an event to be able to introduce people to it. You ever notice the difference in how you feel looking at a website versus sitting in that moment? Like, I've been in some conferences and I almost bought the same thing twice. It felt so good. I'm talking, especially when they start saying, you know, if you're ready to take action, come up here to the stage. I'm like, I need to get up there. It's something about when you're in those environments. So marketing events creates the emotional feeling and the environment that makes buying easy. So we're going to get into the premise of what we'll do another episode of why you should do a virtual event. We're going to dig more now into those of you who already know you want to do one, what should be present inside of a virtual event. We probably should draw up the play, but we're going to start with this. You should be writing notes. This is a teaching episode. Excuse me. Let me drop my glasses right beneath my nose. Well, you're going to write down. All right. You're going to drop down. Who do you need? Who do you need? Who do you need? That's the first question we've got to ask. And I believe whenever you're building something, don't start with information, start with questions. Because questions triggers a part of your brain that goes into, like, for instance, I tell people if you make the statement, I can't afford it, you shut down neural pathways that your brain goes into problem solving. Instead of how can I afford it, then you go into creative mode. You should be framing your brain in questions, not statements. When you make statements, you shut down pathways for critical thinking, problem solving, analytical ability. Okay, you didn't ask me for all of that, but I gave it to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You should start asking questions. So I never make statements like, I can't afford it. I ask, how can I afford it? I go into creative solutions. Never say that I can't make it on time. How can I make it on time? I can't do an event versus how can I do an event? So anytime I'm coming up with content, anytime I'm creating processes in our business, I do it all through questions. So when I'm starting with event planning, I start with a question. Who do I need? I'm not going to say I don't have time to do an event. What do I need to do to be prepared in only 7 days? See the framing? It immediately now prioritizes in your head. If you say, I don't have time, I only got 7 days. You hear how that sounds in the brain. Versus, what do I need to do since I only have 7 days? That question now makes your mind focus on the highest priorities and immediately start with that. This is so good, Marcus. Like I'm telling you, this is, you feel me? So who do you need? We're going to jot down a few things. Should we go to the board and teach you how to draw up the play? Let's do it. Let's go to the board and teach you how to draw up the play. All right. First question we asked. Let's go green today, family. Who do you need for a virtual event? Like, yo, who do we actually need? This the question we start with. Who do you need? Now, I'm going to draw these as boxes, and we're going to check off the boxes. That's the way I like to do my sheets. Whenever I'm writing something down, I write the statement and the question, then I have these little boxes I can check off. Now, this is the part that someone like myself have come to the startling awareness that I'm a big vision guy. If you get me included in the small details, I'm going to check out. So I'm going to say I want to do an event. I'm probably not going to think about parking. I'm not going to think about cups and plates and all the details, but I'm going to think about what they're going to learn, the environment. So I know whatever my weaknesses are, I immediately need a person to replace that so I can have a stress-free event. I'm going to say it this way. You want to spend time doing what you do best, not ignoring what you do best to do what you don't do best. It's like the person who keeps offering to cook something for Thanksgiving and everybody keeps saying, no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to plan the event. That's okay. Don't you worry about planning. You just stand on stage and speak. That's okay. All right. So first person I need is an event planner. Now, some of you don't want to pay an event planner, especially for a virtual event. So what do you do instead? You might be able to barter or leverage partnerships. You might have if you're a coach or entrepreneur, chances are that you've got students or someone that has this skill set. So let's just say if your event, like some of my events I charge, so we did something recently called Content to Cash Flow. It was $1,000 a ticket to get in the room. So what if I offered a free ticket to someone to be in the room and learn if they plan the event? Well, that's $1,000 ticket and thousands of dollars worth of information, right? So there's ways to offset this. Some of you might just create a checklist and give this to your admin team or your VA, right? Admin or VA. You don't have to pay for an event planner for a virtual event. I'm just giving context. Someone who handles the run of show to make sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed. Make sense? So you want to be able to delegate thought responsibility. Hey, I know we need, so if I say, hey, I know we need 3 cameras, I know we need a flyer, we need this, we need that. You give the list, the person manages the list, right? Whoever that is. So we know that this is part of our checklist. Who do we need? We need that. Now, this next one sounds similar, but it's very different. You need an admin person. This person is going to take care of your signups. This is the person that is going to manage all of the headaches, the complaints. This is the person that's going to answer questions like, what? Hey, it's 2 days. What happens if I miss a day? This is not you responding to people in the DMs and saying, hey, if you miss a day, it's recorded. Hey, how long will I have access to the replays? They're going to take care of all your FAQs. Now, you can include your FAQs on the site, but I don't know. Let me go right here so I can look you dead in your eyes. Let me tell you something. People don't read. People don't read, family. You're like, all you got to do is look at the website where it says it right there. How you know, oh, come on, life, how you know my name? Where it says it right there on your name tag, Billy. Right? People don't read. They don't read the fine print. So it'll say, no replays are available, absolutely no refunds. Guess what the person going to say? Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Where's the replay? Well, if I can't make it and I missed today, I want a refund. Well, ma'am, both things are on the website. It says it right there. No replay. So this person is to make it to where you can stay in your zone of genius. You want to be in a good emotional state going into a virtual event because you got to push out energy that you're not receiving back. Oh, did you get that? In person, is pitch and catch. I can throw the energy, I can get the energy back. On the internet, you're going to see a bunch of black screens. No matter how much you tell them folks on Zoom, everybody show up on camera, they're going to black screen you to death. Be in there like a robbery now. Get on the ground. All right. We've got to pause right there because I'm in the giving mood. I decided to offer you a free gift. Absolutely free. Now, I tell you all the time about turning your ideas into online income, but how am I going to tell you to do something and not provide the resource for it? There's so many questions that people have online about what should I post? How do I get my engagement up? How do I get people to click the link in my bio, buy from me? What should I sell? Whether it's an ebook, an online course, how much should I charge? How do I launch? How do I do a webinar? You see what I'm saying? So I decided to create a free training and give it to you that you can utilize to learn how to literally take the services that you do or the ideas you have and build a successful online company. Go to www.monetizewithmarcus.com. My gift to you. You're welcome. So you want an admin person that makes sure that you're in a great emotional state that handles all the FAQs. Or one of the things I like to say, and this is just between us. Y'all don't tell nobody else I said this. I call them the FADQs. Frequently asked dumb questions. Like, it'd be the most outrageous stuff that's you charging $47 to teach someone how to create a course. So does that mean y'all gonna record it for me and edit it for $47, ma'am? Come on now. Does that mean I get a logo? What happened about my website? What about outfits? You got a stylist for me? Like, ma'am, okay? So all of this puts you in an emotional state that you sit with your team and you start telling your team the frequently asked dumb questions, and you're taking up valuable time that puts you in an emotional state that you can't show up. All right? So you want to make sure you have your event planner. You want to make sure that you got your event planner. You want to make sure you have admin. Now, here's a critical role. Can I tell you the biggest mistake I see people make? Come on, nod your head. Nod your head, wherever you are. Now, why are you nodding your head like I can see you with your crazy self? I can't see you. All right, so here's what you're going to do. The thing that people mess up on and they forget to do, I'm going to look at you right here. They never hired this critical person right here. Marketer or marketing team. We'll put team underneath. Now this could include someone that does copywriting, funnels. This could be social. This could be video, ads. Right? Now, why is this so important? And this is the missing piece. How many times have you or someone you know did an event and you had a flyer? So you thought that a marketer was your graphic designer. So you had a budget for a flyer and you're like, oh, I don't want them old photos. So you pay somebody to take photos. But guess what, family? If you get the flyer, the event planner, and the admin, there ain't no frequently asked dumb questions to answer because don't nobody know about your event. Where is everybody? At home, chilling. There is no reason for the event planner, right? We can check off here. There's no reason for the event planner if there's no marketing. There's no reason for the admin if there's no marketing. The average business owner spends more money on everything except this key category right here. If people don't know you, they can't pay you. Ain't nobody giving money to strangers. Unless you, okay, I won't make that joke because you're internet crazy. If I make the joke, you'll think I'm saying something I'm not saying. All right, so nobody's giving money to strangers, okay? I'll just leave it at that. So if you don't have copy, what's copy? The words that are on the page that communicates to me that you're providing something I need. How are you going to, and if you're not good with words, how are you going to put that into words? You're just going to say, show up for my free one day, build your business summit. Okay, I get build the business, but what's included in it? What will I learn? So some of the time, if I can be honest, most of us get a lot of FAQs and FADQs because we got bad copy. We should have answered the questions that they're asking. So your copy is going to assist with this, fam. Your copy is going to assist with this. Video. You're going to need someone to capture video. This thing ought to feel and sound exciting. Like my dude, Ton, he know when we got an event going on, we going to film some video. My guy, David, going to make sure I'm in here looking handsome. Well, Jesus did this, but he going to capture it. Him and Kyle go get my angles, get my good angles, get me over here. Okay, not too close. I didn't get a haircut. All right, so videos. I'm gonna go back over here. Funnels. What is a funnel? These are the pages that people can buy from. So the site that is built, if someone buys a ticket, what else are you selling? Right? If you wanted to do, they buy a ticket and you say, hey, if you love access to the virtual event, how would you also like a follow-up Q&A session? Well, that's an order bump. Tickets might be $97. You can say you're going to get access to a Q&A after the event to answer any questions you have and get personalized hot seat coaching. How would you like to buy a ticket now for $47? Just like that, you increase the price because you had a marketer. Now, you might not know how to think all this, but I'm a marketer, so I get it. Monetizing markets, the whole goal is to help you with monetization marketing. You get what I'm saying? Now, how many of you, even we're only a few minutes into this episode, realize I had no clue who I needed? You would have done your virtual event, and now this is not even an exhaustive list. This is like the bare essentials. Toothpaste, toothbrush. This ain't all the stuff. So you need a marketer. That's going to include video, ads, funnel, copies, and I can go on and on and on and on and on with this, the actual pages, the emails that's going to go out to tell somebody the location, where to show up at, what time, the links, how to access things, right? All of that's got to be provided for. If you got a 14-day lead time on your event, people buy the ticket, and guess what's going to happen? We back to the FAQs. Hey, I bought the ticket, but I didn't hear anything yet. Am I good? See how FAQs, because you didn't have this. Hey, so I think it started at 12. I forgot. They're not going back to the site. They're not going to read. They're going to just keep sending you questions, right? So all of this is answered in here to be able to get people to know about it and to get people to sign up for it. Make sure you have that. I'm going to give you one more. We can check that off. I'll give you one more. And of course, there's more to it than this. And the good part is I got nothing to say because I'm not an event planner. Now I can teach you. Now here's what I am. This right here is probably why you should pay me. Because every one of these things we do for you, all right? The marketing, the sales, Here's the part that we're going to go into, and these two go together because we do this too. Who you need? A salesperson or sales team. You should quit working for free. How did social media hire all of us to be their workforce? We're on the app posting videos, going live, creating reels. We do not get paid when we create content on social media. They do by selling our content to advertisers. But how do you actually build an online business using social media? I want to break it down for you and give you access to it. There's 5 simple steps. I'll tell it to you in a few seconds. Step number 1 is client attraction. I'm going to show you how to actually attract clients that will happily pay you what you're offering. Step number 2, how to capture them. How do you get their emails? How do you get their phone numbers? How do you get them to show up to your event? Be on your Zoom calls. To what I refer to as client dating. It's where you nurture a relationship with people to get them to say yes to whatever you're offering. And I'm even going to show you what type of content to create that gives you brand visibility and brand recognition. I call it social media secrets. You get access wherever you're watching this video. You'll see it in the description and you'll see it beneath this. Let's get back to the episode. Now, you might be that person for your business. Now, here's why this is important. You're like, Marcus, why don't I need a salesperson or a sales team if they're going to a website to sign up? Grasshopper. You have a front-end offer and a back-end offer. A front-end offer was the ticket they purchased. The back-end offer is the thing you're selling at the event. Pause. Front-end offer. That's the thing that you ever gone to a concert and there was merchandise there? You ever gone to an event and they sold you on an additional package? All right, let's go. For some of you who've been to Orlando before and you went for the little timeshare thing, you know you wasn't finna buy it. You're like, yeah, it'll be a presentation. Oh, they got free breakfast? The timeshare is the back end offer, right? So you need, with your sales team, they're gonna close sales for you for your virtual event, whatever you pitch, but you need a person to show you how to create the actual offer, how to sell the offer. You get it? Now, this is a podcast episode, but if it were me doing an event, I would explain to you, you need all these things. These 2 that are most important, I do. So my offer to you would be for me to help you with what I do. Get it? All right? So you would need someone to help you create your offer, someone to close the sales, overcome the objections. Here's part of the checklist. You want to make sure you have funding available. Everybody's not going to have available capital, but people finance TVs. They'll finance their education to work with you. All right? I don't want to get too long-winded with this episode, but we went into who do you need. We went into this whole thing of who do you need. I probably should in another episode go a little deeper with what do you need and just map the whole thing out. But I think that's a good starting point for you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to divide everything I just taught you into 3 phases: pre, during, and post. Pre, during, and post. Who do you need pre-event before you even get started? If you say, I need graphic designer, Marcus, I need someone to build my funnel, I need someone to write my copy, I need someone for social media, I want you to get a list of who you need pre-event. Well, once the pages are built, you don't need the funnel person during event. Your list is different for during the event, so jot those things down. Okay, I need a primary point of contact, someone that if someone's lost or anything, or if they walk into, let's say if you're at a building where it's not easy to see where to go. You need a person that's in place. Hey, are you here for the Monetize Online Business Blueprint Conference? You need that person. Get it? So you're going to list who you need pre, who you need during, and who you need post. Your sales team is on your post team, because this is that follow-up to make sure that whatever you offered at the event, they can follow up to close sales for you. So you're going to write down who do you need, and your checklist will be built by you mapping out who you need pre, during, and post. That's your checklist for virtual events. If you miss any of those, it could literally cost you millions. But make sure, once you master this one time, here's what I'm excited about. Once you master this one time, here's what I want you to know. Once you master it that one time, you can rinse and repeat. So let's just say you mastered it in March. You can run it again in April. You can run it again in May, June, July, August, and you can literally create another 6 or 7 figures in your business by just making sure you have a clear checklist of what to do for a virtual event. This has been another phenomenal episode of Monetize with Marcus. Yo, I want to hear from you. I know you're going to have questions about this, so my social media drug of choice is Instagram. I'll be out here in these Instagram streets and YouTube. So, at Marcus Y. Rozier on all platforms. Let's connect. I would love for you to be one of my social media cousins. But until the next episode, if you need me, you know how to find me. I'll be over here minding my online business. I'll see you in a minute.